nation. He is bringing us the world, and He's bringing us people that have never been here before over the past 30 years that represent unreached and unengaged places of the world. So the question becomes, how are we going to respond? How are we going to understand? I think we need to understand what God is doing first before we even move into discussing how are we going to love these people the way the Lord expects us to. So understanding your diaspora mission field is something that I've been about in Dallas for the past couple of years now, nationally as well, but let's just start there. People on the diaspora, people on the move. I shared this map the other day. This is a map that actually shows populations greater than 1 million, foreign-born populations greater than 1 million. If you add up the dots that are on that place called the U.S. and compare it to the rest of the world, we actually have more cities in the U.S. that have populations greater than 1 million foreign-born. So what an opportunity we have to love our international neighbor. 7 of our largest cities in the U.S., 7 of our 15 largest cities are now majority minority cities. God is on the move and He's changing things. 250 million people on the move globally. What an opportunity we have before us. This is just some 60,000 foot level information about where these people are coming from. U.S. population, immigrant population is 40 million. 14 million have entered the U.S. between 2000 and 2010. At least 366 unreached and unengaged people groups. And the sad thing is, they come here and they're still unengaged and unreached by and large. IMB did an article recently that said most Muslims that come to the U.S. have never met a Christian. We can't love someone if we don't meet them, right? So how are we going to get our churches mobilized? How are we going to get our cities mobilized to reach these folks that need to know and are desperate to know and are dying to know the truth? They're coming here and they're open. They're open to change. They're open to having religious conversations. They're open to hearing the gospel. But the church isn't responding. 1.8 million refugees. Most of them come here with nothing. They come here because they've been forced out of their own countries, a lot of them under religious persecution. And they come here and they are desperate to assimilate into our culture. But are we responding? 80,000 can be admitted each year. U.S. population, international students represent another whole gamut of opportunity there. We have 66,000 Saudi students. I was having a conversation just last week with someone who was bringing one into their home. They said the backlog of these students that want to connect with American families is extensive. It's not being filled. And of course we have about 9 million new immigrants, non-immigrant visas that are issued each year. Folks that are coming from around the world, right into our own backyards. What are we doing to reach them? In DFW, this is just some information about the trend that we see happening in DFW from 1996, 36% of North Texans were new Americans, to today 44% of North Texan residents are new Americans, so 2.4 million. We know 1 million of them are Mexican. We also know there's about 205, 215,000 Muslims, probably about another 125,000 Buddhists, somewhere between 150 and 170,000 are Hindu. And I can tell you right now, they live on, there's some outreach to them, but not nearly anywhere near enough. We've got, I mean, we're kind of the Bible buckle of, the buckle of the Bible Belt there in Dallas. We've got more mega churches per capita than anywhere else in the world. And we're not doing a good job of reaching these folks. So, the question I asked the other day is, what's happening in your city? Do you understand what's going on in your city? These are just a list of some of the people groups that we do know are there. 50,000 Pakistani. Just before coming down here, I stopped at a Chase Bank, struck up a conversation with a woman that was helping us, bring my son and I, and learned that she was an Urdu-speaking Pakistani Muslim believer. She doesn't like what's happening back in Pakistan. That's why they're here. But such an opportunity that the Lord has given us. And it's just a infographic of some of the populations we know that exist in DFW, our mission field. But you extra-G'd your city, you can see what is God doing there. This time I want to invite up Pastor Emmanuel, who is a new friend, and we have the pleasure of hearing from now to talk to him. He's been planting churches amongst immigrant communities. So I think, Jervis, you're going to handle this.